I'm Merrick Lyons. I live with my two moms, Nancy and Laura, and I live in Golden Valley, Minnesota, born and raised. When I go to a family equality event and everyone around me is like me, I can really just like.
My name is Brennan Fox Symes, and this is Sanibel, my sister, and I live in Whitewater, Wisconsin.
My name is Sanibel Fox Symes. I live with Brennan, and I have two moms, Robin and Kim.
Seeing all the families that look just like ours and all the young adults and kids who have similar stories to us, I feel like that's been something that's really monumental in my life.
I'm Alexis Cantor, mom to Avery and spouse to Jackie.
I'm Avery Cantor. I live in Minnesota with them.
I think we're very lucky that we have family equality.
We are the Johnson family from Apollo Beach, Florida. Before the recent legislation change, which family equality helped with changing the Don't Say Gay Act in Florida, the kids went off to school and their teachers asked for family photos. And so we had to have the awkward conversation with the teachers. And we're like, hey, obviously our family photo is going to spark a conversation.
Growing up, you get a lot of questions. Of course, I'll answer the questions respectfully, but there's always a spot in my mind where I'm like, why question the love?
My name is Leo Crampton. My moms are Tanya Agnew and Amy Crampton, and I was born and raised in Lafayette, Indiana. I know that sometimes it can be very difficult to find acceptance in certain spaces, but don't let that discourage you from being your true self and owning your family. Your family is built on love and on respect and on acceptance, and you should share those attributes with the world. You shouldn't be ashamed because there's nothing to be ashamed about in reality. Your family is perfect the way it is.
My name is Weston Charles Gallo. I live in Kansas City, Missouri. Just because, your family might look different doesn't mean that you're different. Doesn't mean that your family is different. I think whenever I first came into care, I didn't know that I wanted to be adopted. Am I deserving of having a family? Like, do I need to restart this? Just understand that, you are deserving of a family and everyone's deserving of love. Without my two dads, I think I would be completely lost.
We're the Snyder Mall family, and we live in Urbandale, Iowa. Even though we've had double over double numbers of anti-LGBTQ bills introduced in our state legislature, this last session, we had 0 explicit anti-LGBTQ bills become laws. And that wasn't accidental. It's because LGBTQ people stepped up, shared their voices, and shared their stories. As I tell our kiddo, assholes live everywhere, but so do great people.
My name is Tony Hines. I live in the Baltimore, Washington area. My experience coming into having two lesbian moms was that I didn't notice it until society told me that I should notice it.
We love each other. We're related, whether it's by blood or not. How do you feel that there's no father figure? It's like, what does that have to do with anything? Some people I've had tell me that they wish they had two moms. So it's like, yeah.
I'd be jealous too.
You say we have bravery for speaking like this when our parents have done infinitely braver things. We say we have wisdom in what we say when we articulate our words like we do, when our parents have been articulating their words at the tops of their lungs. There is so much of what I am that my family gave me.
And so when people say that I am kind or compassionate or empathetic, I get that from my birth family, I get that from my mom's. And those things are what make me feel proud to be a member of my two families, as I like to say.
The one thing that gives me hope definitely is the young people.
Getting the perspective of a young person who's coming up in the world and figuring out their own identities and having the freedom to explore that's something that I felt like I did not have as a young teenager.
Evan has taught me how to be more fearless. Yes.
It's vice versa. I'm very fearful.
But no, I think you think you're fearful, but you're not. You're so powerful and fearless.
I feel like my generation is capable of producing change that is much needed in this world. We are capable of making that change because we are able to see people for who they are.
I hope for a lot, but what brings me hope is the idea that I can say with all pride, the movement of family equality will be something that my grandkids look at in the history books when love is purely just love. There won't be any laws against it, no restrictions. When someone can wake up, open their door, step outside, and be whoever they want to be, the idea of that brings me all the hope that I'll ever need to continue wanting to push and push and push and push and push. And until that vision becomes real, we'll never stop pushing.